Repairing the motherboard of a laptop, such as the Lenovo ThinkPad L390, can be a complex and detailed process, requiring both technical knowledge and precision. This laptop is known for its robustness and functionality, but like any electronic device, it can present problems that affect its performance. In this case, we will focus on the repair of its motherboard, one of the most critical components of the computer. The problem at hand is the failure of the Lenovo ThinkPad L390 motherboard. This can manifest itself in various ways. The laptop may not turn on, it may present frequent errors, it may shut down unexpectedly, or it may simply not work properly. The motherboard is the heart of the computer. It houses and connects all of its components, which means that its malfunction can have a devastating impact on the entire system. Fortunately, with a meticulous approach and the right tools, it is possible to repair or even replace this crucial part to bring the laptop back to life. First, it is essential to be clear about what materials and tools are needed before beginning the repair process. These may include a precision screwdriver, an anti-static wrist strap to prevent damaging components with electrostatic discharge, a tweezer, and in some cases, a soldering station if the repair requires replacing damaged components on the motherboard itself. The first step in repairing the Lenovo ThinkPad L390 motherboard is disconnecting any power source. This not only means turning off the device, but also removing the battery from the laptop. This is a crucial step to avoid any risk of electric shock during the repair. Once the battery is removed, be sure to keep it in a safe and dry place. Next, the screws securing the back cover of the laptop must be removed. Using a precision screwdriver, carefully remove each screw and place them in a neat place so as not to lose them. The back cover can then be gently removed to reveal the internal components of the laptop. With the back cover removed, one has direct access to the motherboard. The next step is to disconnect all the cables and components connected to the motherboard. This includes the hard drive cable, display cable, RAM modules, and any other cables or connectors present. It is critical to do this with extreme care so as not to damage the delicate connectors and cables. Keeping track of where each cable goes can be helpful for later reassembly. Once all the connectors are disconnected, the motherboard can be removed. Often, the motherboard is secured with several additional screws, which must also be removed. With all the screws removed, the motherboard can be lifted out of the laptop chassis. This is a delicate moment and must be done very carefully so as not to damage the board or surrounding components. With the motherboard out of the laptop, a more detailed inspection is possible. Sometimes, problems can be as simple as a loose component or a loose connection, which can be fixed by reseating the component or reconnecting the cable. However, other problems may require more extensive repairs, such as replacing a faulty component. In these cases, a soldering station and soldering skills might be necessary. If burned or damaged components are identified on the motherboard, these may need to be replaced. This can include capacitors, resistors, or even integrated chips. Replacing these components requires a lot of precision and care, as the motherboard's tracks are very delicate and can easily be damaged if too much heat or pressure is applied. If after making the necessary repairs the motherboard still does not function properly, it may be necessary to consider replacing the entire board. This can be done by purchasing a compatible motherboard and following the reverse steps of disassembly to install the new board. Finally, once the motherboard is repaired or replaced, the laptop must be reassembled. This involves reconnecting all cables and components, making sure they are properly secured and in their correct places. Then, putting the back cover back on and securing it with the screws that were initially removed. Once the laptop is assembled, it is time to test it. Reconnect the battery and turn on the laptop to verify that everything is working properly. If the problem was the motherboard and it has been repaired or replaced correctly, the laptop should turn on and work without problems. To carry out this type of repair with greater confidence, it is always advisable to go to specialized professionals. In Madrid, one of the places where repairs of this type can be carried out is at the Lenovo establishment on Calle de Joaquín María López, 26. This company has trained technicians and all the necessary tools to carry out the repair of the motherboard of the Lenovo ThinkPad L390, thus ensuring that the laptop works optimally again. In addition, going to an authorized center guarantees that any component replacement is done with original parts, maintaining the quality and durability of the device.